Once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has fired back at critics who have been circulating information suggesting that the government is removing cash from the system.
Speaking at the Inter-American Development Bank's Digital Transformation Forum in St. Andrew today, Mr. Holness described the claim as simply stupid.
Kelisha Williams explains why.
Sections of social media have been in a frenzy following an increased push by the state, particularly the Bank of Jamaica, to increase digital transaction services to the public. Some people have interpreted the initiative to be an attempt to make Jamaica completely cashless. But speaking at the AC Hotel in St. Andrew on Wednesday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness rubbished those claims.
There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.
Mr. Holness said he's actually worried that Jamaicans would interpret the information in that manner.
Just stop for one moment. Just be rational. Why would the government spend billions of dollars to change currency to a new, durable banknote that we don't have to be changing it ever so often, only to turn around and take it out of the system? Don't you see it is stupidness? But the number of people who have followed it gets me worried about what Jamaicans are consuming as information.
He further questioned the logic of the concerns raised.
Where is our reasoning? And why is it so simple for us to be attracted by rumors? As your Prime Minister, I have a duty to call it out when I see it.
Minister of Finance and Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, says the government has reached the threshold of central bank digital currency CBDC wallets that are eligible for the $2,500 initiative. In March, the minister announced that the first 100,000 Jamaicans establishing wallets after April 1 would receive the digital deposit from the government. The incentive was to encourage persons to use the CBDC, dubbed Jamaica Digital Exchange, JAMDEX, as an option to conduct transactions.
Where is our reasoning?
There's a lot more to do. We have to make sure merchants are signed up in communities, not we, the private sector institutions involved, and to make its use widespread. You'll have seen in news reports that 3 more banks have signaled their intentions to offer CBDC accounts. So the next phase is for merchants to be signed up. That's the key phase, right? To make sure merchants across in the communities who sell all manner of goods. And then it begins to take off and have more banks take it up.
Just stop for one moment. Just be rational. There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.
Making certain announcements regarding the acceleration of Jamaica's intention to become a fully digital society. A fully digital society.
Where is our reasoning?
We are well on our way to this. We have established the National Identification System. We have put in place our digital currency. We have given directions to our ministries to digitalize their operations.
But the number of people who have followed it gets me worried about what Jamaicans are consuming as information.
Our banking consumers are seeing it as well, because the banks are moving very rapidly to digital. You have something now called artificial intelligence. Very soon, this position of a human being exchanging cash and so on, that is going to disappear from the banking system very soon. And you are going to have to interface with machines. I don't want it to be a scary thought, but it is a thought that we all have to embrace. Most of our ministries are now moving from paper-based systems to digital systems. Our military is transitioning. The society is moving very quickly, very rapidly to become digital.
There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.
There are some countries now that you go and you go in your pocket
and you take out cash to pay your bill, and they say, sorry, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take cash here. It's too expensive to deal with cash. So a lot of businesses are converting their systems away from cash. But we have to manage it carefully, because in some of our rural areas, that's all the people know and understand. So we can't just do it one time. We have to engage the persons who will be affected, particularly our older citizenry, who have not assimilated into the information age. Mr. Principal, you spoke about the fourth industrial revolution. Many Jamaicans don't even know what we're talking about. That don't mean anything to them. They're still comfortable with the cash under the mattress. They still want to go and fill out the form and hand it in. But that era is fast coming to an end. Is fast coming to an end. It's too expensive to deal with cash.
There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.
It's too expensive to deal with cash.
Where is our reasoning? But the number of people who have followed it gets me worried about what Jamaicans are consuming as information.
There are some countries now that you go and you go in your pocket and you take out cash to pay your bill. And they say, sorry, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take cash here. It's too expensive to deal with cash. So a lot of businesses are converting their systems away from cash.
Where is our reasoning? There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.
To put this in context, CBDCs are already rolling out around the world. Around 10 countries are already using CBDCs as test cases. Some of the countries include the Bahamas, Nigeria, China, Jamaica, and Uruguay. The European Union is also talking about releasing one.
There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system.